Another inside the tackle box low hit to the leg situation. This is shoulder to shoulder, high up. It wasn't the head. It wasn't the legs. It was shoulder to shoulder. Well, how would you even begin to change the rules? Don't hit the guy too hard. You put a meter on him, like the old thing at the carnival. If you hit the thing and it hits the bell, if you hit it so hard it hits the bell, it's a flag. It's a clean, legal, hard hit.
It's a tough one. It is. I know, but I find myself, in this age when we're talking about this type of stuff and player safety all the time, and it just where it is, brutally unnecessary. Does that make sense? Unnecessarily brutal. That's probably the better way to say that. To where
it's Micah Parsons. What are you going to do?
I
he
know.
just didn't see it coming.
You
got to hit him hard.
Yeah, I get it. And I think to your point, I don't know how you stop it either, because he could be rushing against the offensive tackle, right? And then the left guard comes and cleans you out too, where you go, oh man, that's tough. But that is a big time blow. It is, and again, I do feel for these defensive guys, just like the T.J. Watt hit in the preseason, the same one on Kayvon Thibodeau with the Giants, where there just doesn't seem to be any rules to protect these guys, and at least not the same way as the offense is being protected. And that's what I think bothers me more than anything. Just like the other night, you and I talked about this, the Seattle-Denver game. They got the rookie corner in Seattle. Javonte Williams lowered his head and put his head into the guy's shoulder. Wooten, the rookie from UT San Antonio, put it in his shoulder, lowered his crown of his head. If the defensive guy did that, there'd have been 75,000 flags on the field, and they would have gone, oh, he lowered his head. But when the offense guy does it, nobody gives a crap. And that's where it bothers me as a football player and a guy that tries to be fair to both sides there. So I understand that, like the complaint with Von Miller and Micah Parsons, but to your point, I don't know how you police it or stop it either. It's really a tough one there.
I remember when they passed the rule years ago that you couldn't hit a guy low who was engaged.
See, that's something like that. Right.
So
I know.
If you're engaged, you can't hit the guy at all. Like, you're taking away double teams.
That's where it's hard to find the line. I know.
How do you tell the difference between a legitimate up high double team block versus a guy who's engaged gets hit by someone who is moving toward the opposing goal line? This isn't a blindside block situation. This is a legitimate time when Micah Parsons needs to have his head on a swivel. And Leonard Fournette shouldn't have to run through the potential scenarios of whether Parsons is getting around the guy,
I know.
is coming at him.
You're right.
I mean, the whole idea is this guy's one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. You take him out of the play. You neutralize him.
Yeah.
And Chris, I am not a fan of anyone ever saying, we're making the game weak. We're making people soft. I always hate that comment. And there are different adjectives
those people, I want to go get in that middle of that field and then come back to me later and we'll talk about that, you idiot.
But
that's stupid.
I feel like the hyper attention that's being paid to health and safety, which is good.
Right.
I think this is an unintended consequence of it, because we're seeing what always was, what always has been, what still is, and what frankly should be part of the game.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, somebody's going to hit somebody harder than they want to be hit.
Yeah.
And that's never leaving the game. It is still a violent sport. But I think that, this is where Von Miller's coming from. We always talk about health and safety, health and safety, health and safety. I don't think there's any rule that you can write that protects a guy from getting knocked on his ass.
I know. I think
sometimes it's legal to knock a guy on his ass.
No, I know. I listen. I'm with you. I feel for the defensive players is the point I'm trying to make. And is that excessive? Yeah, it is probably. But yes, I know. I don't know how you police it or stop it. And I'm sorry. I don't know either way. And again, I'm with you too in the fact that
basic Newtonian physics. I mean, these are two big, strong guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Something's got to give.
That's right. And Fournette's freaky. He is freaky. There's a reason he was the number 4 pick of the draft or whatever. I mean, now he's got some extra weight on him, and he was freaky strong to begin with. But I understand the complaint from those guys who are constantly being watched about how aggressive they hit the offensive guys, right, and you're just allowed to tee off on them. That's where I do feel for Micah and Von Miller.
I just don't. I guess the rule would be you can't hit a guy who's engaged with a blocker. You just can't hit him.
Yeah, but your point is, I think, the real point, and I tried to say that too. Like, okay, now you got Micah Parsons on the left tackle. We're going to get mad at the left guard who comes over and helps him out and kind of cleans him out too. That's where,
I don't know how you police it. I don't know how you police
I don't
a double team. And like, is Leonard Fournette just supposed to stand there and wait to see if Parsons beats the left tackle? Is that what he's supposed to do?
I know, you're right. He did exactly what he was coached. I mean, it was out of a textbook right there. Trust me, he got applauded for that block on Monday morning when they watched the film.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.